This lens is excellent. What's good, YouTube? You know what time it is. It's Paul Tom, back to you with another video. And yes, I'm back. I've been gone for a couple months, but I was in the process of moving. But now that I'm a little bit more settled in, I can make more videos and content for you guys to watch. But let's talk about what you guys clicked on here for. We're going to talk about the 24mm 2.8 G lens from Sony, from the compact series. So if you guys didn't know, Sony had released a compact series of lenses for I think it was the A7C. It was a 24mm 2.8 and two lenses that were 2.5, a 40mm and a 50mm. The 24mm particularly is one of my favorite, if not my favorite lens that I have in my lens collection. It's fast, it's sharp, and it's just really fun to use. It's a great lens to use when I want to just run and gun and take it to things like events or even street photography. I like using this lens for the street because of how wide and how much of the environment that I could capture, but I also like taking it to the events that I go to because of the documentary portraits that I get out of it. I've taken some of my favorite documentary portraits with this lens, along with some of my favorite street photography photos that I've taken with this lens. Um, and like I said, this comes in a compact lens trio, so it's the 24, the 40, and the 50 mil. And because this lens trio all has the same form factor, you guys probably wouldn't have noticed, but I'm actually holding the 50mm 2.5 because I'm recording with the 2.8 24mm. And they all look the same. I honestly would not be able to tell the difference between the two lenses until I got up close and actually saw the literature or paid a little bit more attention to the glass elements that's on the lens. But when it comes to just grabbing it really quick, I could accidentally pick up the 50mm and uh, end up taking that instead of the 24. But because I'm not talking about the 50mm, I'm going to put this down and we're going to actually talk about the 24. This is one of my favorite lenses to use for both full frame and APS-C, both for different reasons, but I'll explain why. With full frame, I get a decent amount of the environment, and with the 2.8, depending on how close I am with my subject, I get a decent amount of bokeh. For APS-C with that 1.5 times crop, you get about a 36mm focal length, which is pretty close to that 35mm focal length that a lot of prime lens users like to use. It's really like the perfect focal length. And because of this lens, I've taken some of my favorite photos and documented a lot of memories with it. And that's what's really made it worth it to me. My use case for this lens in terms of photography is just really capturing those intimate moments that you have with special people that you have around you, or the special people that you have in your life. For other people, they might use it for landscapes or street. I use it for street, but I also really love using this as like a documentary lens. For other people, they might use this lens for landscapes, maybe architecture, or even street. I also use this lens for street, but to me, I personally like using this lens as like more of a documentary portrait lens to capture those candid moments with people. And although I love these other types of photography, using this lens in a documentary style really made me find a new love for photography. Being able to document my life and capturing these special moments that happen makes this lens even more worth it for me. That's how I use this lens. You don't have to use it the same way, but hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea of how much I love this lens. So the big question is it worth it? Brand new, this lens is going to run you about $600, but if you buy it used, you could probably find it on eBay or OfferUp for about $400 to $500. I got mine on eBay for about 430, and honestly, I think it's worth it for how much I've used this lens and what I've been able to capture with this lens. Because, like I said before, this lens is small and it's tack sharp. And at the end of the day, I have a lot of fun using this lens. So, if you guys end up getting this lens as well, I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it. But who am I to say? Try it out yourself if you want to rent it or if you want to buy it yourself. Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. It does help the channel a lot. Throughout this video, I'll probably have posted some photo samples of this. So hopefully you guys got a little bit more of an idea of what this lens looks like or what it could produce. Uh, Shot this both on my A6000 and also the camera that I'm recording with, which is a A7R3. So you can use that as a point of reference. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to have my backdrop and have my camera angle. But let me know if you guys like this. If not, I could switch it up. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with my hands, but hope you guys have a good one. Like always, you know what time it is. It's ball time. I'm out. By the way, I did 15 takes on this because I don't know how to talk. So please like the video.